What's going on, everyone? Today we're going to be watching and reacting to Barbie. Now, of course, obviously I've heard about this movie a lot, but I decided not to see it in theaters, not because of any particular reason. I just didn't get around to it. I went to Mexico this summer and it made it so I really didn't have much time to see it, and I was definitely much more interested in seeing Oppenheimer when that day came, when both those movies released on the same day, which was a crazy event, obviously, releasing two huge movies in one day. And so I decided I'd wait for it to come out on streaming and react to it, because why not? I know there's a lot of buzz around this movie, and there still is even to this day. So yeah, let's just check this out. I have no idea what to expect. I've seen the trailers, but I don't really know what the movie's gonna entail. Like, I don't know what the story's gonna be. I just know it's, I don't know, about Barbie, I guess. I don't know. Let's just check it out. If you want to see the full reaction, that'll be on my Patreon. Link to that is in the description down below. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's watch. I think I know like the whole cast of this movie. Like, everyone who's gonna appear in it, I've heard of that person being in it, so I'm definitely gonna know.
Since the beginning of time, since the first little girl ever existed.
So this wasn't just for a trailer. This is actually gonna be the beginning of the movie. It's a good thing I literally just watched 2001: A Space Odyssey like a couple weeks ago, because this is obviously paying homage to that. That's slightly terrifying, not gonna lie. Destroy the doll. Yeah. Everyone wants those Barbies. It's a funny way to open it.
Barbie changed everything. Then she changed it all again. And this has been reflected back onto the little girls of today in the real world.
The real world. It's so gray. The real world's so gray and gross.
Thanks to Barbie, all problems of feminism and equal rights have been solved.
How the hell did Barbie do that?
That's what the Barbies think.
Oh, okay, that's what I was gonna say.
And here is one of those Barbies now, living her best day ever.
So they're all called Barbie, right? There's no like different names for them. It's just they're all Barbie. Yeah, it's crazy. These actually just look like toy sets, which is obviously what they're supposed to be, but it's crazy how like they look so plasticky. It's great. That does look like a dream house. It's not even a pool. It's just, yeah. You know, I never owned Barbies, but you know, whenever I went to my grandma's house, I'd always play with them there. I don't have any sisters, so we just had Legos, you know. Are they gonna show the real world at all in this movie, or is it just in this Barbie world?
Midge was Barbie's pregnant friend.
Oh, they can get pregnant?
Actually, she was discontinued by Mattel because a pregnant doll is just too weird.
Oh, they had a pregnant doll before?
Barbie has a great day every day, but Ken only has a great day if Barbie looks at him.
Hi, Barbie!
Wait, that's what the Ken dolls were made for, right?
Hi, Barbie!
Hi, Ken.
Hi, Ken. Hi, Ken. Hi, Ken. Hi, Ken. I got us both ice cream. Cool.
Oh, hi, Alan.
There are no multiples of Alan.
Alan?
He's just Alan.
What? What? Why is he his own thing? You're gonna surf on plastic water? What the fuck? What the fuck?
How much of that did you see?
We saw the whole thing. Let's get you up on your
I
feet.
like Alan's scream.
If I wasn't severely injured, I would beat you off right now, Ken.
I'll beat you off with you any day, Ken.
Hold my ice
Oh, I
cream.
thought he said beat you off. I think that was the joke, but
Let's beat you off.
Anyone who wants to beat him off has to beat me off first.
I will beat both of you off at the same time.
But you don't even know how to beat
I thought
yourself.
this movie was for kids, man. This is not for kids. I mean, they're innuendos. Kids probably wouldn't know what the fuck they're talking about anyways. Too cool for dancing. I don't understand what Alan's supposed to be. Is that like an actual toy? Or I guess we'll find out. I don't know.
I feel so beautiful. So do I.
This is the best day ever.
It is the best day ever, and so is yesterday, and so is tomorrow, and so is the day after tomorrow, and even Wednesdays, and every day from now until forever. Do you guys ever think about dying?
What?
I don't know why I just said that. I'm just dying to dance.
I'm sure we'll come back to that. She's not even moving. That was so awkward.
You can go now. Oh, but I don't want you here.
Is it Ken?
Ken's just a really good friend.
Which Ken? I know which one she's talking about, but like this, but still.
And it's girls' night. Come on, Barbie summer party.
Oh, I love this song. Yeah, so they're basically just saying that I love you too. God damn. They're basically just saying that the Kens, they only exist to be in love with the Barbies, right? God damn! Is that how they always wake up? To some loud ass music? It's all imaginary, which is interesting. Like, yeah, like the drinking, it was imaginary. Well, yeah, obviously it's imaginary. When you're playing with toys, everything that you're doing with them is imaginary. Other than the toy itself. Oh.
Ooh, girl, you okay?
Ow. Damn.
Bad breath this morning, a cold shower, burnt waffle, and falling off my roof.
You're malfunctioning.
What? No, I'm... Am I?
Is she gonna get discontinued?
You know, you're gonna have to visit Weird Barbie.
I heard that she used to be the most beautiful Barbie of all, but then someone played with her too hard in the real world.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the type of stuff I would have done, to be honest.
And now she's fated to an eternity of making other Barbies perfect while falling more and more into disrepair herself. That, and we all call her Weird Barbie, both behind her back and also to her face.
She's so weird. Why is she always in the splits?
Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. Sorry about the dog crap.
She doesn't look that bad. She's just funky hair and some stuff on her face. That's about it. Oh, that's what she meant in the splits?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you could do that with the dolls. You can, like, split them like that, kind of? Yeah, okay.
Oh, you've done it. You've opened a portal.
I didn't open a portal.
Someone did.
What is that?
A cellulite. That's gonna spread everywhere. And then you're gonna start getting sad and mushy and complicated.
No! What do I have to do?
You have to go to the real world, and you have to find the girl who's playing with you.
Playing with me.
We're all being played with, baby.
Oh, okay.
There's more than one answer to these questions, pointing me in a crooked line.
Imagine Ken's hiding in the back seat. Oh. I swear I did not see this beforehand. I felt like it was coming.
Please get out.
I can't. I made a double bet with Ken, and you can't make me look uncool in front of Ken.
Ken's not cool!
He is to me.
You're just gonna slow me down.
Barbie, what if there's beach? You'll need someone who's a professional in that.
Did you bring your rollerblades?
I literally go nowhere without them.
They're so yellow. Not much more of this once I get to the real world, though. Oh, yep, there they are. In LA. Is that where the Barbie, like, headquarters are? I feel like they're gonna go there at some point.
I told you there'd be beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look like they came straight from the 80s or something.
Oh, look! A construction site! We need that good feminine energy. Ladies! Yoo-hoo!
Oh, you got fries with that? When I said you had a hot body, would you hold it against me?
Yeah,
Have a mirror in your pocket.
very different world than their dream world.
And I would just like to inform you, I do not have a vagina. And he does not have a penis. We don't have genitals.
That's okay. Yeah, whatever. It's cool. Yeah.
I have all the genitals. Everything's almost like reversed here.
Oh, look! The Supreme Court!
They're so smart.
The Supreme Court? Oh, Jesus. Oh, now she... Oh my god.
We look great.
I've seen those outfits.
Hey, man. You guys gotta pay for that stuff.
They don't have an economy in Barbie world. I mean, yeah, they can just imagine stuff and it's all there, so. Is he gonna want a horse? Is he trying to see how to act like men in this real world? Oh, is he gonna like it? Because it's obviously a lot different than the Barbie dream world. Because in that world, it seems like they only existed for... Yeah. So is she able to see who's the person playing with her right here? Yeah, she's seeing people feeling a very different range of emotions here. And older people, because they don't look like there's any older people in Barbie Land.
You're so beautiful. I know it.
What do you got?
You go first.
No, you go.
We'll go at the same time.
Okay.
She's at
the
school!
world.
Oh yeah, so they are going to the headquarters. Yeah, well, it's Mattel, but yeah.
Two of your dolls have gotten loose.
Impossible. How do you know?
Don't sass me, Aaron.
Oh, so this is like an actual thing? Like, they know about this world? Okay. I thought it was like a thing that only, like, people in Barbie Land know about it, but I guess not.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh, hi, Aaron.
New drawings?
Yeah, I just started drawing these weird designs.
These are different.
It's irrepressible thoughts of death, Barbie.
Oh. Will Ferrell? I didn't know he was in it.
An imagination.
I see Warner Bros. In the back.
If this got out that our dolls were coming to Los Angeles from Barbie Land as life-size versions of themselves roaming the earth, this would be very
I don't think anyone would believe it, to be honest. I wouldn't fucking believe that. I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, it's that girl right there. She's gonna be like, what the fuck? Who are you?
What's that girl's name?
She'd be trying to tell her that I'm your Barbie or something. She's gonna be like, what are you talking about?
But you can never talk to Sasha. She'll crush you.
Don't worry. Everyone really likes me and thinks I'm cool and pretty.
Huh.
Thank you. I'm only your favorite woman of all time, Barbie!
You really think you're Barbie?
Yeah.
She's crazy.
You think she escaped from like an insane asylum?
I think the same thing. I think she escaped from an asylum.
Aren't you guys gonna thank me and give me a big hug? For being your favorite toy?
We haven't played with Barbie since we were like 5 years old.
Yeah, I hated dolls with hair.
I mean, I played with Barbie, but it was like the last resort. I love Okay, Barbie. Let's do this. You've been making women feel bad about themselves since you were invented.
Damn.
You represent everything wrong with our culture. Unrealistic physical ideals.
No.
Don't they have a bunch of different types of Barbies, though? At least we saw in their world. There was a bunch of different ones. I guess those didn't come out till later, but, you know.
No, I'm supposed to help you and make you happy and powerful.
Oh, I am powerful. And until you showed up here and declared yourself Barbie, I hadn't thought about you in years, you fascist.
You never listen.
Excuse me, sir, do you have the time?
You respect me.
Sorry, no, do you know what time it is?
You respect me.
Okay.
Why didn't Barbie tell me about patriarchy? Which, to my understanding, is where men and horses run everything?
Men and horses.
I won't let you do just one appendectomy.
But I'm a man.
But not a doctor.
Please?
No.
Can I talk to a doctor?
You are talking to a doctor.
Can you get me a coffee?
No.
I'd like to apply for your job of beach.
Is a terrible understanding of the real world.
There you are.
Oh, no.
That went terrible. I need to find somewhere.
She found the same exact woman? What?
Who are you?
We're Mattel.
Mattel?
Mattel.
Oh, thank goodness. I've got to talk to somebody in charge. Everything is backwards here.
Now they're putting you back in the box.
Thank God they arrested that nut job. That reality challenged woman.
Reality challenge? I've never heard that in my life.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Mom! Mom!
If you're agreeable to it, we would love it if you could just get into that giant box. Get into the box and you'll go back to Barbie Land and everything will be as it was.
They lying.
But since I came all this way, could I just meet the woman in charge? Your CEO?
Oh, that would be me.
Oh, you're CFO.
Me.
You're COO.
Here.
President of the Barbie division.
Present.
I'm a man with no power. Does that make me a woman?
Before I get in the box, could I just run to the restroom and make sure my hair is perfect?
Fine. Can you be speedy about it?
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna get the fuck out of there. Why are they running like this? These are humans. Why are they so stupid? What the hell? Just gotta learn how to drink something.
You look different.
Oh, well, that's not how I normally look. I usually look perfect.
Oh, I don't know. I think you're just right.
The real world isn't what I thought it was.
It never is. And isn't that marvelous?
Who are you?
If you go through that closet, you'll find a stairwell down to the lobby.
Yeah, why is this woman here? You can't jump over that.
I've been a little lonely lately, and I found those Barbies we used to play with.
we gave those away.
So I started playing with them and making drawings like we used to do.
Oh?
Because I thought it would be joyful.
Was it?
No, it wasn't. I got sad and weird.
Oh.
Did any of these drawings by chance have thoughts of death and cellular?
Oh, yeah, that's what she was drawing. Okay, now it makes sense. All right. Well, it makes sense relative to the movie.
I came for you! Those were your memories.
Oh.
I gotta lose these chuckleheads.
These chuckleheads.
I love women. I want to help women.
Oh, come off it. Everybody hates women. Women hate women and men hate
Damn.
women. It's the one thing we can all agree on.
Is that true?
It's complicated. Hate is a strong word.
Wake up, Mom.
Women hold all major positions of power, control all the money. Basically everything that men do in your world, women do in ours.
I mean, that sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, I love how, like, she's bonding with her more than the kid is.
Do giant hands come in and play with you?
No, that's crazy.
Yeah. That's crazy, but all this other stuff isn't.
So that's our president with the beer, and the cheering squad is the Supreme Court.
Did Ken return already?
Something's weird today.
Hi, Barbie.
John Cena? I actually didn't know he was in this.
That's the capital.
It's pink.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, Ken definitely returned. But how did he do all this quickly?
This is my dream house. It is my dream house. It's mine.
No, this is no longer Barbie's dream house. This shall henceforth be known as Ken's Mojo Dojo Casa House.
You don't have to say dojo and house.
And casa.
But you do because it feels good.
Mojo Dojo Casa houses are literally flying off the shelves. The kids are clamoring for them. Ken is on t-shirts.
That's so strange how, like, what they do in this dream world, it affects the real world too.
Because Barbie Land is now Ken Land. And it's gonna be just like Century City in Los Angeles.
Why not Barbie and Ken Land? I mean, that's the reasonable solution, but movies characters don't have reasonable solutions to anything.
Out there I was somebody. And when I walked down the street, people respected me just for who I am. One lady, she even asked me for the time.
No way.
Wait, here I'm just a dude.
Is he about to sing that song that I've heard all over Twitter?
That's enough. This is my Mojo Dojo Casa House. It's not Barbie's Mojo Dojo Casa House. Right? How's that feel? It is not fun, is it?
I just don't know how he was able to do this so easily, though. He just came in here within seconds.
Why did you wish me to a messed up world using your complicated human thoughts and feelings?
What?
Barbie Land was perfect before.
Was it perfect?
Okay, kids, it's time to run out and get the new Depression Barbie. She wears sweatpants all day and night.
Yeah, so I thought this movie was for kids before. It's not really for kids. It's more like people. Well, I mean, any movie can be for anyone, obviously, but what it's more geared towards people who grew up with Barbies and are now older. Because everything going on here is way more. It's more mature themes than I thought. So this is not, you know, kids aren't gonna watch this and get much out of the story. They're just gonna see all the pretty colors. And I mean, I watched some pretty mature movies when I was younger, but did I understand what was going on? Not really. What the fuck? Why did he follow them? Does he want to go home? I don't know about home, but you know what I mean. Back to the real world.
Barbie gave up. The Kens won.
You have to try. Even if you can't make it perfect, you can make it better.
Hello? Humans. We're fine.
And Ellen.
Growing up Skipper? May I?
Okay.
Watch this.
Her boobs grow. Why would they do that?
And Barbie.
Guess that's why it's discontinued.
In my back. You know whose dream that is? Nobody.
Yeah, what? What is the TV in the back gonna do for you?
I'm not good enough for anything.
It is literally impossible to be a woman. You are so beautiful and so smart, and it kills me that you don't think you're good enough. Like, we have to always be extraordinary, but somehow we're always doing it wrong. And if all of that is also true for a doll, just representing a woman, then I don't even know.
I did write a book. It's like I've been in a dream where I was somehow really invested in the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League.
What?
But what you said broke me out of it.
Hell yes, white savior Barbie.
No, it was your mom. Your mom did the saving.
We have to stop the Kens.
I wonder how this is gonna wrap up. I'm curious.
How are we gonna get the Barbies away from their Kens?
We have experience with a world like this one.
Do you have a map of Barbie Land?
What do you think?
Let me show you.
My tiny head is just swimming with technical jargon like color bands and magnetic lasso.
You have to be their mommies, but not remind them of their mommy. Any power you have must be masked under a giggle.
What happened? 1 minute I was president, and then the next I was cutting a Ken steak for him?
Welcome back, Madam President.
Is that Ryan Gosling's voice? 4 hours later. After 4 hours.
Who are you texting?
Sorry, one second. It's a beautiful song that you're playing.
Are they all going to the one Ken? Or just different ones? Oh.
What do? We beach every individual one of them off.
They gotta stop saying that.
Doesn't seem to matter what I
Is this that song? I think this is that song.
Cause I'm just kidding. Anywhere else I be attacked. Where I see love, she sees a friend.
Damn. I love how they're like just using like, you know, fucking tennis rackets and shit. And volleyballs. So you know this is realistic here because like if you know, like I said, I didn't own Barbies, but if I was playing with them, this is the shit I'd be doing with them right here. They'd be fucking going at it. They'd be fighting. My toys had to fight. Of course they did. Why wouldn't they? I guess this is technically a musical, is it? Ain't no way they're not gonna put this on Broadway at some point. They gotta.
Weren't we supposed to vote today? What?
Are they supposed to be fighting? Now they're holding hands.
All those in favor of letting Barbie Land be Barbie Land, say aye.
They're pretending like they're on horses.
That's because they're dream houses, mother. That's
Damn.
right, we've reinstated the Barbie Land Constitution to what it should be. And restored all the Barbies' brains and autonomy. And we seriously disinfected those houses.
Don't look at me!
Why was he crying?
It was hard writing stuff. I didn't love it.
I get it.
And those mini fridges are so small. You can only fit a 6-pack in them, and the freezers are basically useless. When I found out the patriarchy wasn't about horses, I lost interest anyway.
That's okay.
I always thought this would be our house.
Oh.
She's just realizing that. This man's been in love with her.
You're 10.
But it's Barbie and Ken. There is no just Ken. That's why I was created. I only exist within the warmth of your gaze.
We'll see. That's what you probably should have changed from the get-go.
Maybe it's Barbie and it's Ken.
Every facial expression he makes is hilarious.
Ken is
Where the hell was he?
Ah! Oh, Mitch. Do you know how many times I've wanted to stand up in a board meeting and just say, can we just tickle each other?
I don't think that things should go back to the way that they were. No Barbie or Ken should be living in the shadows.
Yeah, that was probably what they should have thought of in the first place, yeah.
Tell me your secret dream, child.
Okay, what about ordinary Barbie? She's not extraordinary. She's not president of anything. Or maybe she is. Maybe she's a mom. Maybe she's not. Because it's okay to just want to be a mom, or to want to be president, or a mom who is president, or not a mom who is also not president.
That's a terrible idea.
Yeah, that's going to make money.
Oh, ordinary Barbie, I love it.
You're Ruth from Mattel.
Baby, I am Mattel. Until
Oh.
the IRS got to me, but that's another movie.
What?
Inventor of Barbie.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Come, walk with me. You understand that humans only have one ending. Ideas live forever. Humans not so much. Being a human can be pretty uncomfortable. Humans make things up like patriarchy and Barbie just to deal with how uncomfortable it is.
Imagine how different life would be if no one died. Just be, the world just kept getting bigger, 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 you know?
I always knew that Barbie would surprise me, but I never expected this.
Do you give me permission to become human?
You could just do that?
Don't you control me?
I can't control you any more than I could control my own daughter. I named you after her, Barbara.
Oh, wow. I always thought that name was supposed to be, like, short for Barbara. Oh, I've heard this song. No way the song wasn't made for this, because the lyrics sound very much, you know, connected to it. I mean, it could be for a lot of different things, sure, but, you know.
We'll be here when you're done!
You got this.
Okay.
Where's she getting a job at?
And what are you here for today, Barbara?
I'm here to see my gynecologist.
Oh. Yeah, they made it. That's funny. That's the movie. Honestly, it's kind of what I expected, which is interesting because, like I said, I've seen trailers and stuff. Not of my own choice. Usually, they would just play previews before movies because obviously they were marketing the living hell out of this movie, and you're seeing all over Twitter and everything like that. So, some of like the costumes and set design and stuff like I've seen before. But the general concept of it, I felt like it was going to go in this direction. I didn't really think about the whole connection to the real world thing. I thought it was going to just stick to this place, but I do like that connection they did to the real world. I think that was interesting. Actually, I think my favorite part of the movie was when they were in the real world. And I mean, it's a whole fish out of story thing and just seeing how different society is there compared to the one they made. I think the best thing about this, if I'm going to give it any major positive, obviously, is the set design. You know, specifically in the land itself, the dream world itself, because I mean that must take a lot of work, a lot of talented people to put that together, because it didn't look like it was like CGI in terms of like stuff in the back. I'm sure way in the background, I'm sure they CGI'd some of that, but like in terms of just the main set itself, you could tell that felt tangible, like some place you can just be living in, you know what I mean? So I think they did a great job with that. Obviously the acting, I think that kind of was probably the best, second best part of, we're gonna say all the best things about the movie. I would say acting is probably up there as well. Specifically, of course, Ryan Gosling and Margot Robbie. My little Cera, even though he was only in like a couple scenes, I actually really liked him in this. He was only a couple scenes though, so it wasn't really that big of a deal. And yeah, everyone, Will Ferrell was great as well. I think there was an interesting handling of some of the themes here. Some of it I wasn't crazy about. I think there's different ways to tell stories, and this is definitely on the extreme of one way compared to the other, and in terms of subtlety, right? There's like being extremely subtle, and then there's being not subtle whatsoever, and that's kind of what this movie, actually that's not kind of, that this was completely on that end of not being subtle whatsoever, which I don't think necessarily is a bad thing. I think it's just a different way of telling a story. But then there's also the other side where it's so subtle to the point where like most people are going to be debating what the movie means for years to come, which actually a good example is 2001 A Space Odyssey. A really weird movie to compare this to, but they had the little opening there that was paying homage to it, so it makes sense. But that's like a movie where you could be debating the message and the theme of the movie for years because it's very subtle what's going on, right? This is like, it's pretty set in stone what the movie's trying to say, what the movie's trying to do. There's really no debating that. Sure, there's some conversations you can have for it, but I really just don't think there was much there. There wasn't enough room for that because they literally spell it out for you. The characters spell it out for you, which is an interesting angle. I think that's fine when it's like a movie aimed towards kids. This didn't feel like it was aimed towards kids. Sure, kids could watch this and enjoy it, but I don't think they'll get a lot of what's going on in terms of like some of the terminology. Yes, it's not subtle whatsoever, but in terms of some of the terminology, I don't think a 10-year-old girl is going to understand what's going on. A 10-year-old boy either. Like they're just not going to know what the hell's going on. Maybe they would. It depends. It depends how much they're looking at up stuff like this at 10 years old. I personally wasn't, so some of these words I wouldn't even know. Not saying it's a bad thing for them to learn about it. It's just one of those things that, are they going to fully understand it? Probably not. And so I liked a lot of what they did with the ending, especially because it ended on a note where it was allowing them all to kind of have this perfect dream world of a sort, which they make the point that like it's not, it's never going to be perfect, which is true. You're never going to have a world that's perfect. And I mean, I guess it depends because they're in a dream world here. So technically, I guess their idea of what that could be is very different. And therefore, having a perfect society is, I guess, more tangible. I don't know. I mean, obviously it didn't start that way, and then it didn't get that way when the Kens took over. But in the end, they kind of make it seem like they could develop a perfect society because they don't have economies and it doesn't seem like they have death. They don't have a lot of the things humans deal with that creates imperfect societies, which also creates bad people, which also creates things like, what the movie was talking about, the whole freaking movie. So I wish they went more deep into that itself, but because like the way they ended it, they kind of, they don't touch on that enough for me. But I do like how she ended up going to the real world, and the comedy was decent for most of it, I would say as well. So yeah, that's all I really have to say about this movie. I don't think there's really much more I can go into. I enjoyed it. It was a good time. And I think that probably wouldn't be fun in the theaters just for the comedy aspect, hearing people laugh during different moments that were funny, because there were some funny moments. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I will see you on my next one. Peace out.